Good evening, everyone. Thank y'all for fighting the blizzard to get here. January 16, 2018, 6 p.m., City of Pasadena, Texas. City Council meeting will begin. We'll have Rex Lindbergh do the invocation. Excuse me, Carrie Bash, you'll be leading us in the pledge. Please stand.
Father God, we come before you in spirit of thanksgiving as we should always do. Father, we thank you for our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Father, we thank you for your word. We thank you for our health. We thank you for our families. Today, Father, we just ask that you be with us as the weather has turned worse. As this meeting tonight, Father, we ask you that if you'll be with the mayor, if you'll be with the council, and help them to make wise and just decisions as it benefits the city. Lord, be with us the rest of this week and help us to get through this treacherous time. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank y'all for coming tonight. Will everybody place their hand on their heart and say pledge allegiance to the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you, Rex, for stepping up, saying the pledge for us. Mr. Bass.
Good chilly evening. I'm glad you guys could make it. Just watch those ramps when you're walking around. Make sure you have solid soles on there to get traction. Be careful. We're getting a little snow, a little sleet and stuff, and I just ask that everybody take your time getting home. Be real careful so you can get back with your family. And thank you for coming tonight. And with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. St. Brian, please.
Yes, welcome everybody tonight, and I hope everybody at home is snuggled up and having a warm cup of coffee or your favorite brew and enjoying having a safe evening. A couple of things I'd like to mention tonight is we have an active weather situation going on right now. Our streets are being monitored. Our Office of Emergency Management is in full force. And I want to thank those guys that are manning that, and to our police officers and first responders that are out there braving this cold and keeping us safe. One other note for the Pasadena Police Department, I had an opportunity to do a ride-along last Saturday night on the evening shift, and I enjoyed the ride with Officer Charlie Sanders. And I will tell you, Pasadena has one of the best in the nation police departments, and it's true community policing. And our officers represent our citizens very well. And also, too, coming up, we have a Back the Blue 5K fun run coming up on February the 10th. It's hosted by the Pasadena Citizens Police Academy alumni, and the information is on our website, so please check it out. And if you are a runner, I think it's a little too cold to run today, but by February 10th, it should warm up, and we should have a great time and a great fun run. And with that, Mayor, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Villarreal.
Thank you for being here today. Stay warm, and with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lehman.
Thank everybody for coming out. Welcome Bill Pittman, President of Mount Vernon Civic Club. With that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Harrison.
Thank you, Mayor. I noticed they added another category for the weather band to protect. It was pets, pipes, and pets, pipes, and plants. And they've added a new one this year, people. And I want to tell you, I appreciate them adding that to the protection list, because there's a lot of seniors out here and people's parents and grandparents, and they need to call and check on them, and especially in this cold weather. We all need help, but I really think that adding people to their category is very important. Pets, pipes, plants, and people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Senator Casados.
Well, thank you all for coming out. I know braving the cold weather, it's pretty nippy out there, I'll tell you that. I'd like to send a thanks out to the garbage folks, sanitation. They were out there today, guys, in the cold weather and sleet, rain, what all else. Riding on the back of that garbage truck, picking up trash on my street, I know for sure. So I'd like to send out a very big thank you to those city employees and whoever went out there picking the trash up today in this weather we greatly appreciate that. I'd also like to thank the police department. I believe the day before yesterday, there was quite a few police cars and officers out in the Deepwater neighborhood of Parkwood. They handled the situation very well. We had helicopters flying overhead and trying to find folks and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into the details, but I appreciate the Pasadena PD getting out there and looking out for constituents, especially in my district, but also the whole city. So with that, I pass, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Cardi Ray Willard.
Thank you, Mayor. I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight, braving the cold to get out here. And I want to say that yesterday was Martin Luther King Day, and I hope that everyone had the opportunity to give back a little bit, a day of service for him, in remembrance of him. And a lot of people know that he was a civil rights leader, but he was active in many fronts. He fought for better relations with government. He fought for better wages and benefits for people. And actually, one of my favorite quotes from him is, what good is having the right to sit at a lunch counter if you can't afford a hamburger? And so just want to remember everything that he's done and hope that you were able to give back a little bit. And in kind of response to Councilman Shane Mai talking about his favorite brew, I'm sure you're talking about tea, brewing tea, iced tea. Okay, so with that, I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Caton. Thank you, sir. Okay, citizens wanting to speak. Jennifer Holliferson, please.
Many years ago, sorry, and something that goes back to my grandmother talking about. And it's something I didn't think I'd have to talk about again after the county came out several years ago and fixed it, and that's Scarborough Lane. The city's out doing work right now on Scarborough. The contractor that's doing the work is doing a very poor job of it. I don't know what they're doing, but every day they go out, they dig up the potholes, they fill them back in. And this road, it's the first road into the city, essentially. It used to have a sign that said no big trucks on it. When the county came out and did a lot of drainage improvement, they took out the ditches, they put in culverts, they repaved the road. It was a very nice road. The water line improvements, they have torn up the curbs. They have put these little patch jobs in. It's a very rough road again. There are potholes again with the bad weather. The potholes are washing out. The curbs are just gone, and it's become a bad road again. And I'd like for the city to do something, the best job that the contractor could have done would have been to block off one lane, have it be a one-way road while they did some of the work, and then block off the other lane. That may not have been an option, perhaps blocking off the whole road in sections. Right now, the road is horrible, and I feel like it's just a way, I don't know, to me it's more wasteful the way they're doing it. And it's making it a mess in my neighborhood. And my neighborhood, I love my neighborhood. I've lived in my neighborhood since I was 18 months old. And I will always stand up for the people in my neighborhood if I have to be at City Hall every day. So please, if someone could look into what's going on with the contractor working on Scarborough and take care of my road. Thank you.
Thank you. Robert Jeters III.
Good evening, gentlemen. First up, I noticed new speed bumps on Mannerdale. Personally, they don't make much sense to me, as there's a stop sign on one side of them and a curve immediately after. I would rather the city not spend that money at all, but if it is going to be spent, rather than impeding traffic on the south side, why not fix roads on the north side? Second, can we get clarification on whether council's unanimous vote to not increase car allowance applies to all city council members or just some of them? Lastly, case number 16-10048, the city used resources to investigate me. That investigation bore no fruit, waste of time. It has come to my attention that the city is trying to get an open-ended investigation contract with no scope explanation. What is that about? Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir. Okay, it brings us down to presentations of minutes.
Presentation minutes.
Oh, pass that down. Thank you.
Motion. Second. Mayor, I'd like to make a motion to amend
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
presentation minutes. I move that the minutes of January 2nd, 2018 council meeting be approved to reflect the numbering of the first readings and resolutions on the agenda for that meeting to be denoted as ordinances 2018 Tax 001 through 2018 Tax 003 and resolutions 2018 Tax 001 through 2018 Tax 006.
We have a motion. We have a second with Harrison. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Passes. Now we'll vote on the presentation of the minutes.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine. Second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Passes. Brings us down to progress payments. Motion Lehman. Second Casados. Any questions? All in favor? Aye. Any noes? Finance.
Motion.
Motion Casados.
Second.
Second Wheeler. Any questions?
Yes, Mayor. I'd like to abstain from anything in regards to last night.
Yes, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
Point of information there.
Yes, sir.
According to the city charter, there's no such thing as abstention. You have to vote yes or no.
We'll talk about that later.
That's in the city charter.
Okay, we'll have to look at that one.
You can have no. It's in the city charter.
What are you saying?
He's saying you can't abstain from a vote. I disagree with that, but we'll have legal looking at that from this point on.
Abstain on pass a monarchy and then vote on the rest.
I think that's very much what you can do, but we'll look into it, sir.
I know the charter is. Here it is, right here.
Abstention is the proper thing to do in this situation. You can't on the regular things, but when you have a conflict of interest under the state law, you file a matter with the city secretary and you abstain from the vote. That's proper.
What does the city charter say?
City charter this is state law that overrules the city charter in this regard. You abstain from the vote by state law. The charter says you cannot abstain or it counts as a no vote. But that's not on this matter.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to explain.
Okay, we got a legal opinion.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
All in favor? Any opposed? Passes. Personnel changes.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine. Second Bass. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Madam Secretary, excuse me, gets us to final readings.
Okay. Ordinance 2017-178, grant franchise to MVP Terminal LLC for 36-inch refined products pipeline. Ordinance 2018-1, approving an agreement with Landtech, Inc. for design services for the Spencer Highway 12-inch waterline project Phase 1 from Burke Road to Beltway 8 CIP W054 for a total appropriation of $253,000 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund balance account. Ordinance 2018-002, approving an agreement with Intech Civil Engineers, Inc. for design services for Wayford Street paving and drainage improvements from Jackson Avenue to Harris Avenue and from Eagle Avenue to Broadway Avenue, CIP S104 for a total appropriation $252,523.40 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund balance account. Ordinance 2018-003, amending ordinance number 2017-118, which adopted the annual budget for the year 2018.
Motion Lehman, second Bass. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Madam Secretary, first readings.
Ordinance 2018 for approving the annual contract with Southern Counties Oil Company, DBA SC Fuels, for the purchase of unleaded and diesel fuel.
So moved.
Is that motion by Bass? Second by
Second.
Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-5, approving the contract with John A. Walker Roofing, Inc. for replacement of roof at Fire Station Number 7, 1600 Crenshaw Road, Pasadena, Texas, $61,025.
Motion?
Motion.
Lehman?
Second.
Second, Wheeler. Any questions? Go ahead, sir. Yes, I was expecting you to.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'd like to go ahead and say that this, we'd like to have, whether it be anyone check into this. I believe this thing is under warranty.
It will be checked into.
The station number 7, seems Civil Concepts did this back in 2010. My understanding is that the labor had a 10-year warranty and the roof had a 30-year warranty. So, again, if we can keep from spending $61,000, I think that'd be money well saved. So, anyway, that's that I
Absolutely.
pass,
Thanks for
Mayor.
bringing it to our attention. I really appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, sir.
I can't support this till we get clarification, so I'm going to vote no.
Sure. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
Passes.
Resolution 2018-6, approving the annual contract with Jerson's Contract LLC for the purchase of ready-mix concrete.
Motion. Second.
Motion Caton, second Wheeler. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-7, approving the agreement with Omega Engineers, Inc. for design services for the Spencer Highway 12-inch waterline project Phase 2 from Lafferty Road to Burke Road, CIPW 055, for a total appropriation $129,800 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund Balance Account.
Motion.
Motion Bass,
Second.
second Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-8, approving the agreement with HR Green, Inc. for design services for the wastewater treatment plant consolidation Phase 2 project, CIP WW046, for a total appropriation $398,605 from the 2017 Certificate of Obligation Fund Balance Account.
Motion.
Motion Caton, second Lehman. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-9, granting the franchise MVP Terminaling LLC for 14-inch refined products pipeline.
Motion.
Motion Bass, second Lehman. Was that you, Lehman? Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-10, approving the purchase of 7 video cameras and associated equipment from Motorola Solutions, Inc., $74,717.
Motion.
Motion Shanebine,
Second.
second Harrison. Any questions?
Mayor, if
Go
I
ahead,
could
sir.
speak on this one here.
Absolutely.
This is 7 cameras that are desperately needed and long overdue for our surveillance of traffic issues along 225. And what a great thing we have going, because we really need these now to monitor the icy conditions on 225 with it being shut down. And this will help further with any accidents of a container truck or a chemical spill going forward. So this is a wonderful addition.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-11, approving the purchase of laser scanner Focus S70 system from Faro Technologies, Inc., $55,316.06.
Motion.
Motion Wheeler, second Bass. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-12, amending lease approved by Ordinance 2016-47 of certain property at 1001 Shaw Avenue, Pasadena, Texas.
Motion Lehman,
Second.
second Shanebine. Any questions?
Yes, Mayor. I'd
ahead,
like
sir.
to speak on this one as well.
Absolutely.
This is an agreement with our courts building over off of 225 and Shaw Street. It's given us a limited scope of about 2 years until we can get our new court building built. And I'm really excited and happy to say that we're not repurposing buildings anymore, and that we're not releasing something that we bought in the first place and then leased back. And this is a fresh start, and it's going to make our municipal complex here complete.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Any opposed?
Ordinance 2018-13, approving the contract with U.L. Lenderman Associates, Inc., Valuation Engineers, for appraisal and valuation of all industrial properties in the city's industrial districts for the tax years 2018, 2019, and 2020 for the yearly consideration of $87,360.
Motion.
Motion Caton,
Second.
second Bass. Any questions?
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to just say, I spoke with the city controller. I'm going to get some more information on this. We have to do this. This is something that we have in industrial district to where they pay a little bit different taxes and all that good stuff. So this is the money we're considering, but I'd like to see what the bottom dollar is and how much more money we'll be getting as far as if it's just $87,000. I'd like to hope that the plants and industrial districts will have improved their property value of more than just $87,000 over a 19-year or 15-year time span. So I'd like to get some more information on this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
If I could clarify, this is paying them $87,360 for the contract for 3 years.
Yes, sir.
This is not the
Got you.
evaluation of the
10-4.
taxes, yeah. So,
Got you.
yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
you. We need to get every
Yeah.
tax dollar we can.
Got you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I was on council when we first started this. Hugh Landrum, he was appraiser prior, he appraised all the property. But they started a new process where it is, they pay a certain percent, 45% or 65%. They never have paid 100% excess value. And I've noticed taxes this year from the plants about $17 million. And 10 years ago, approximately, it was $15 million. And the farmer set out on new construction, what they do on new construction, that's how we base our taxes. But those contracts that are coming up with the plants, we did start under the prior administration canceling those contracts. And hopefully we can continue canceling those contracts. And I do feel that the burden of the taxes is on the property owner, the homesteads. And hopefully we can look at that. And some of them have been canceled, but our taxes have never increased over $2 million in that period of time. And I know that $30 billion on the Southeast Economic Development projects was $30 billion, and I just don't see it in the taxes going up for the city of Pasadena. I pass.
Thank you, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolutions, Madam Secretary.
Resolution 2018-7, accepting donation $100,000 from Waste Management, $50,000 to be used allocated to the Cantu Food Drive, $25,000 to be allocated to the COPA Fund, 501c3 charity for the City of Pasadena employees affected by Hurricane Harvey, and $25,000 to be allocated to the City of Pasadena Employee Health and Fitness Initiative.
Motion.
Motion Bass, second Wheeler. Any questions?
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd just like to thank Waste Management for these generous donations. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Any opposed?
Resolution 2018, are we doing B?
Yes.
B,
Yes.
okay. Resolution 2018-8, approving the form of resolution of the Pasadena Second Century Corporation authorizing execution of an amended and restated loan agreement with Branch Banking and Trust Company and the issuance of an exchange promissory note in connection therewith and making various findings and provisions related thereto.
Motion.
Motion Castelos,
Second?
second Harrison. Any questions?
Mayor, just a note, the Pasadena Second Century Corporation, in their last meeting, they voted to change their name to reflect more of what they're doing so that folks would know and have a better understanding of what their function within the city is. Their new name is the Pasadena Economic Development Corporation. So that way it makes more sense as far as their scope of work.
Thank you, sir. Sammy, you going to say something?
Yes, so this right here is a $1 million loan that they're not taking out a new loan in. They're just, what do we call that beforehand? So they're just refinancing it. the Second Century, or excuse me, the Economic Development Corporation has to have debt in order to be in existence. They're a Type B corporation within a governmental entity, so they have to maintain an amount of debt, and that's why they're refinancing this, so they can do this, stay doing what they're doing, and hopefully bring business to the city.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-9, accept an agreement with Petco Foundation to provide a grant of $100,000 over 2 years to fund the development of marketing strategies and to create play yards for shelter pets to increase animal adoptions.
Motion Wheeler, second Bass. Any questions?
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Just want to thank Petco Foundation for this. Our animal adoption center is a great service we have here in the city of Pasadena. I actually got my cat from there, and so anything we can do to help those animals out and keep them in good living conditions while they're waiting to be adopted. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Yes, sir.
I want to agree with Councilman Wheeler. It's a great adoption agency over there. You need to go check it out. The building is a landmark. It's great. In fact, my daughter's cat came from there also. So.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed?
Resolution 2018-10, approving the contract with Hillco Partners for Public Affairs Consulting Services.
Motion.
Motion Lehman, second Bass. Any questions?
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Just want to clarify. Just want to clarify on this. This is a lobbying group that lobbies the state legislator in Austin. We currently have a contract with another lobbying corporation company. We're currently paying them $5,400 a month. That contract expires in March. This contract is effective as of January 4th, and it increases the amount where this company are actually paying $7,500. So between now and March, we're paying $7,500 a month to one company, $5,400 a month to another company. And my concern is that it's not even a legislative year. So there will be no lobbying going on until January of 2019. So this is over $100,000 to the city. And there are, in my opinion, there's other ways we can do this through the Texas Municipal League. They have services, lobbying services that are little to no cost to the city, especially in non-legislative years. So I will not be supporting this.
Thank you, sir. All in favor? Go ahead, sir. You got to say something else. Go ahead.
I agree with Councilman Wheeler. He said some positive things, and why we should not be supporting it. And also, the legislature, as I said, they meet for 6 months out of every 2 years, and we're paying for lobbyists for 2 years. The first year contract, $7,500 a month. And really, the mayor, you said we need to start tightening the belt, and this is one way I can do it, just vote no.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Mayor.
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
I believe this is a needed service. Yes, Councilman Wheeler is correct that we still have a contract, but I think there's an overlap. Hillco has been recommended by our legal department, and I trust in our legal department, so I'll be supporting this motion.
Thank you, sir. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
We got 3 no's. Yes. Wheeler, Castedo, and Harrison.
Okay.
Passes. Again, I want to thank everybody for getting out in the cold weather, coming out and watching your city government work. Getting through that blizzard, again, was rough getting here, but we sure thank you so much. God bless you, and this meeting's over. Thank you.